Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Win and I help beginning watercolorists grow their skill and confidence in watercolor. So if that's you, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you've already hit the subscribe button, thank you so much. My channel is now growing because of you and there is a great community forming here. So today I want to cover the tight and the loose technique in watercolor. I had the privilege of going to a local farm and picking the sunflower. It was so much fun to go out with my family during the season. And so in my video, I'm going to show you a split screen. I'm going to show you how to paint this in the loose style as well as the tight style. Let's go. Okay, so I'm using the number 8 round by Princeton. It's a affordable set. It's only under $15. And I believe you get 4 paint brushes, and I'll link that in the description below. And so I'm starting off with the tighter side because this painting is actually, it took me about an hour and a half to complete because of so many details. So you're gonna see the loose style on the right side of my screen. And so I just started in with some cad yellow. And now I'm laying in wet into wet with cad orange, and I'm trying to match those shadows that I see inside the sunflower. So what may look like loose to begin with will actually start to get tighter and tighter. So again, the photograph is on the far left hand of your screen and I'm matching it. So that's why I split that screen. And then on my right, so right over here is going to be the loose effect in watercolor. Okay, so right now I'm setting the stage. I'm using burnt sienna and burnt umber, and I'm mixing quite a bit of water to start off with. I always like to start off with a light wash whenever I'm doing tight, because now I'm trying to set the stage for all of my painting. Okay, so you also see pauses inside, and that's when I'm using the hair dryer to dry off the surface. Now I'm laying in permanent green, and I'm adding quite a bit of water. So I'm just using basically 90% water, 10%, which equals basically the consistency of, some people like to call it tea or orange juice, but it's really thinned down. And now you're going to start to see, which only took me about a half hour to paint the loose sunflower. You're going to see me competing with myself now. So I'm laying in on the loose side just a little bit of cad yellow, and I've thinned it way down. And now I'm adding into the loose side cad orange, very similar to how I started off the tighter side. And if you can see, I'm laying in the greens in the tight side with permanent green, Payne's gray, and burnt sienna. I'm really trying to mix to make it look like that dark, deep background. And on the wash side, the loose side, I'll just refer to as loose and tight. So the loose side, I'm just adding tons of water. So the loose effect is just adding tons of water, and it's almost like a wet into wet effect. You're trying to create the lights and darks where you see things, but you're just spreading the paint around. You're not actually trying to put it in a way that looks like a leaf or a petal. You're just kind of doing the general area, as opposed to my other side on the technical side. You can see I'm lifting now color out to really make that tight background look like foliage way back there. So I'm making it look gray and lighter. And now I'm using the hairdryer again on the tighter side. On the loose side, I mean, I've thrown down some light permanent green, but you can see how much more detailed the left side is already. Now I'm laying in Payne's gray mixed with Prussian blue, trying to get those deep shadows in underneath the leaf on the the tight leaf, and I'm literally going around almost like a pen, outlining areas to really get those deep dark colors. Which do you enjoy the most? Do you enjoy the loose style more or being more tight? I've interviewed many artists or many watercolorists, and they most all are trying to get to that loose style. Some of them love to stay tight and make it look like a photograph, but most of them want to go loose. Are you more on the tighter side or the loose side? Love to know in the comments. So now to mix that shadow, I created burnt sienna, and this is now my second layer because I already used the hairdryer. And I'm adding now some cad orange. I'm creating those shadows inside there. So those shadows are really defining each petal, and I'm laying those down just like in layers. So that's the next layer that I have going. I'm using cad yellow. You can see on my wash side, my loose side, I'm using the hairdryer because I want to do one more loose layer on top of that one. So on this side, right up here, is now burnt sienna. Now I'm using hardly any water, and I'm just trying to get those details, those dark details, as well as down below. I'm really going for the Payne's gray, Prussian blue, and a little bit of permanent green. And now up top, over here, have to know which screen I'm pointing at. The loose style is now I'm really going after putting a few more layers. It's just brush strokes, just light brush strokes. I'm actually mirroring what you see over on this side. So way over there on that side. That's the left side of the flower. So I'm actually creating some of those light washes, and I'll just lay a color down, mix it, lay it down. I'm not going for the realistic effect, which is the tight method. So I'm using permanent green. I'm using lemon yellow to create some of the leaves that you see right next to my shoulder here, right in here. So that is the lemon yellow and permanent green. And you can see that I've done lots of different outlines there to create the line effects of the veining in the leaves. And now I'm detailing the edge of the sunflower, really trying to define those edges, just going right back in there with permanent green. And I'm making it darker by using less water. So I'm just using a little bit of water, and now it's almost like a dry brush. And now back over to my loose style. I just did a couple swipes of color of green, and you can see how I'm frantically just trying to paint quickly, and you're just laying color down, and it's not detailed at all. It's just an idea of swatches of color. And as always, I'm starting to use the hairdryer. Love drying things out because then you'll really know how dry your colors are. Did you know that colors dry about 30 to 40% lighter than when you put them down? So that juicy red color is actually kind of lighter, more opaque. So same thing with yellow. And so down here, or above my head, is the tighter side, and I'm really going in now with all of my details. I'm using a smaller brush. The size brush is the number, that's the number 2 round that I'm now going in with all the details. And with the wash side, I just laid in a little bit of cad orange mixed with a little cad red, And I'm just trying to give you the idea that there is a flower there. I'm not going for details at all. Okay, so now in the inside of the tighter flower, I'm doing another layer of burnt sienna, burnt umber, and cad yellow, really defining the edges. I'm lightening up the loose side. Are you starting to see how the loose effect and the tighter side are different? It is subtle in areas, but other areas it starts to get really defined. If I scoot over a little bit, you can start to see the pattern of the leaves. So I'm really was analyzing each petal to try to see where each of those leaves are leading to. And now I'm just throwing in some permanent green to the wash in the background. And that's really giving the overall picture of the scene. So obviously these are in time lapse, and once again I said it in the beginning, but the tighter one that you can see next to my shoulder right here, that it took me about an hour and a half, and the loose style was about a half hour. So I just added cad orange into the loose style, and just trying to give you more hints of petals in there. And now I'm putting in the details to the petal with permanent green and a lot of water. And now you can see I'm spraying down the wash, kind of like a wash, over everything I just did on the loose style. And I want to break up some of those colors, and I want to add some color to it. I want it to be even more loose in areas. So now I'm adding cad red just to throw in some more vibrant colors, and I'm going to tilt my page to let it run, and that's a great way to make it more loose. Still working the details on the photographic realistic side. So if you're new to watercolor, on this side, that is where photographic realism comes into play, and that is more detailed. And on this side, that's the impressionism side. So you're just getting hints of color, and you're not really getting every little detail. Your eye is creating all the details. And now I'm finishing off the petal. You can see I'm using the tinier brush to now keep defining all those shadows in the detail areas. I'm almost about done with the loose style. I'm using burnt sienna with now dry brushing and cad orange to really create those shadows. Using cad orange and cad yellow mixture to get the top of those petals really look translucent. So that means you can see through the petals. So that is the method. I'm just going over each petal a few more times just to define areas, getting as detailed as possible. So I'm really trying to match what I see in the petal. On the right side, I'm using the hairdryer, and you can see I'm pushing the colors around, and I'm really letting the water do the talking. On the detailed side over here, I am really trying to make it look as tight and detailed as possible. I'm not letting water run all over the place. And it's really a mindset. When you go into one painting, you want to just be free and not care. And on the left side, in the detailed painting, you want to really care. You're trying to make everything look kind of perfect. So what do you tend towards? Do you tend towards perfectionism, or are you trying to create things that are more loose and have a little bit more feeling? Because you're kind of basing it off your hand, from your brain to your hand to the paper, and translating it right down into there. Thanks so much for watching my video today. It really does mean a lot. And if you like this video, then you'll probably like this landscape video. And as always, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.